For all of you who speak, connecting with an audience, whether it's one person or a group, and achieving results is the ultimate goal. Author, actor, and communication coach Elaine A. Clark is here to share how you can be more of an effective communicator in just about everything. Her new book, Speak to Achieve, breaks it all down into 5 parts, and she joins us today to explain. Hello and welcome.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great.
Glad to be on your red couch.
Oh, I know, it's very red, right? We're about to get rid of her, between you and I.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're about to get rid of her.
I'm glad I get to experience it.
Me too. So tell me a little bit about what inspired you to write Speak to Achieve.
Well, I've been coaching people for over 40 years,
wow.
And I started out with voiceovers, and that's where there's money where your mouth is about voiceovers, and then I wrote a podcasting book, Voiceovers for Podcasting, so how to be creative. But over that time I was also coaching people in all areas of business and personal life, either to speak slower or faster, or lower their pitch, or be more effective as a minister or as a sportscaster, and in news and all across the various ways that we speak. So I wrote a book that addresses the specific areas of how to speak and achieve success in whatever area you want.
Okay, I love it. And you have like 5 steps. Okay, so we'll go over the 5 steps then. So what's step 1?
First, you have to acknowledge what you have. How do you connect with an audience? And then step 2, I introduce a system that I created called Making It Mine. Okay. So that stands for M is for motivation, which is the prior moment, the moment before. Intentions, which are actions, and need, which is your through line and the reason why you're speaking to achieve success, and then E, emotions. So that creates a story arc so that you're not just talking at or to someone, you're talking with.
Very nice.
So this is, so acting is reacting, because I started out as an actor, and I still am, but it's reacting to something that needs to be changed. That's what we usually speak. It could be, I'm just hungry, I need some food.
Right.
It can be real simple, but it can also be more complex. But if someone is just, let's say, bored and you want to bring them excitement, that's the story arc. So you have to recognize that boredom and then, react to that boredom, and then you have actions and emotions that take you to the excitement.
Right.
So that's the story arc. So that's the next section. The third one is overcoming obstacles. So that's where if someone is having, told that they're talking too fast, how to slow down.
So the speech impediment part, or like just like the struggles that you overcome. Or stuttering,
or adding ums and ahs and that sort of stuff, how to take care of that, or speeding up if you're very slow. Okay. And if you have what's called uptalk, where you're ending in an upswing, how to land a message with purpose. So I go through a whole series of things, even procrastination, organization, how do you deal with it? Because a lot of this is a mental issue for your communication, because speaking is people's #1 fear, public speaking.
It really is.
So if you know how to go about it and you have enough information, you're not going to be afraid anymore.
No.
And then the next part is interviews with people I've worked with. So how do they use these techniques to make their job or their personal life better, so that it's the same techniques, but then altered a little bit to adjust to different things. For example, I have a chapter on religion. And in that chapter, I interviewed a minister, and he said that when he was going to seminary, that he didn't really work on how to be a good preacher. So he had to learn how to do that. And it was like, if I had the system, I would have been so much better knowing what the problem is to get to the congregation, and then going through these actions to get to the solution. And then there's another chapter in that, another section in that chapter on how to deal with committees. So that
you're speaking us to talk to everyone. It doesn't matter.
Yes. And then another one is like how to deal with people who are dealing with some sort of emotional difficulty. How to just be present for them and not give platitudes. Then it goes on to how to apply all this to your own life with little techniques and exercises for you to do so that you can move forward and achieve what you want to through speaking.
I love it, like a roadmap.
Yes.
Amazing.
And the book really has a story arc. So I also have, information about voiceovers, but I go into more detail in There's Money Where Your Mouth Is. There's also an interview with podcasters that I've worked with. It's changed their lives. All of a sudden I had one person that I interview in the book that he's a pathologist. And so he has very dry material, so he had a podcast that was very dry. I said, but there's some humorous moments in it. Let's find those. So we worked on it and worked on his intro so he could connect with his audience more. And so it was just a beautiful moment of now he's like one of the top people who are speaking at pathology conventions. It changed how he deals with other people in his life and interacts. It gave him the confidence. When you know how to speak well, you can move through life with confidence and achieve success.
And that's the key.
That is.
I love it. And where can we find your books?
We can find it in any major bookstore, Amazon, Barnes & Noble. It's also in some Christian bookstores, believe it or not. And it's also in Amazon Books, Google Books,
Anywhere.
Your local.
We can Google it.
It's distributed by Simon & Schuster, so it's going to be everywhere. And it's also at Skyhorse Press. That's my publisher, and on my website, ElaineClarkVO.com.
Beautiful, amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.